Hello everyone, it is Akari, creator of many characters that it's hard to keep track of them. Like, for real, it is insane trying to keep up with so many ideas for characters that I have in my head. And since my last video, which you should totally check out in the top right corner or in the description, wink wonk, a lot of you guys seem to be interested in getting to know them. Which, oh my god, thank you so much! I will gladly yap about my OCs to you guys. I literally cannot shut up about them in my real life. So let's start with the most requested ones, my Sonic OCs. And you know, since the 5th anniversary of my debut comic is getting closer, it is about time I introduce to you my creator-owned OCs too. Video on them soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But hey, if you're impatient and really want to know, worry not, I have a super special recommendation that could give you some insight beforehand. You guys, I want to present to you Unveil. I have been absolutely loving Unveil ever since I found out about it. So here's the gist. Unveil is a website run by creators for creators with a community that has over 200,000 lovely artists and creators that post and yap about their OCs and worlds. And guess what? It is proudly 100% AI free. It really just doesn't get any better than this, folks. I've been having a lot of fun with Unveil. Like, in your profile you can display your lovely OCs in what you can call character pages, which has a bunch of fun stuff to mess with, like a gallery of drawings, a trade page, and a whole tab for their lore. Which they also have pages specifically to write down your story and a tab dedicated to world building, which I absolutely love because it's super versatile. Also, you know, I am a world builder at heart. It's kind of like a social media app, but without the crushing weight of an algorithm that can stun or shun your growth as a creator. It's just pure good vibes. And you could go to the Explore tab to see more OCs, for inspiration perhaps, or you know, to nerd with them, with their creators in the comments. Because yay, creator friends, that's fun! And since it's a website for creators, they always put them first, which is awesome. Having creators up front is awesome. And not something you see every day on social media apps. And they also have this feature of the question of the day, which is super fun to answer in your OC's perspective. Overall, the community and the devs are just super nice and supportive. Which, if you're an OC creator, writer, or world builder, I definitely recommend you go check out Unveil. It is free and you'll be supporting a lovely community of artists. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check it out after this video. But back on topic, Sonic OCs. They're fun. I have a hot take about them. That is that I think they're very important to the community. Yes, even the reskinned versions of Sonic OCs. I've said it 100 times over, but old art shouldn't be something you're afraid to show, even if it's cringy or quote-unquote bad. Because truly, if showing old art does anything, is showing how much you've improved throughout the years. Heck, I think one should be proud of old art. And how does this relate to Sonic OCs exactly? Very easily. You see, I'm willing to bet money every single one of those OCs that you see on the internet that are wow, so cool and refined, probably started out as a recolored version of a Sonic character, which is most probably Sonic. It's that typical case of be careful who you call ugly in middle school. Yep, that applies here. And that is completely valid, because in some sort of way, your Sonic OCs grow up with you. Being design-wise or story-wise, they do. And I think that's very endearing about old OCs, so do not scrap them, pretty please, like please, I'm begging you. All of those recolored versions of Sonic OCs in some way are part of the lifeblood of the Sonic community. Yes, they are memed to hell and back, I know, but it's a way of creative expression for a thing, in this case a series, that you love. And isn't that what art is supposed to be? So pretty please, do not scrap your OCs. That rhymed. Nice. I know a lot of people like to scrap their old OCs because they don't represent the work that they're doing right now, but me personally, I wouldn't have the heart to. But some others would, and that's just wasted potential in my opinion, because there is more than enough love in the planet for all of your OCs, so keep creating them. I'm sure they will receive all the digital hugs they deserve. And how am I so sure about it? It's because I know it for a fact. Since I never thought people would be interested in my Sonic Ocs. Heck, they were never meant to see the light of day. So, the world is a crazy place, to be honest. So the time has come, let me introduce to you my girls, Aster the Shapeshifter and Yoru the Panther. Full transparency, there is a very nostalgic backstory to them, because they were first created in my closeted Sonic fan era as guilty pleasure OCs. Aster is the cool, happy and chipper friend to Sonic and pals. She has a magical gem that stores all her energy to shapeshift into whatever and whoever she wants. And Yoru is the alter ego of Aster that played a role of a villain as a mole in the Eggman Empire. You know what I mean? I went extra edgy with their stories. I love angst. But I am here to contradict myself, because funnily enough, with Aster I created a fun-found family story, and it sorta spiraled. It had a lot of lore involved with character relationships and the whole shebang. And I would tell you about it, but for the life of me I can't remember the details, because it was almost 10 years ago. And I refused to write any lore down so my folks couldn't see or find me being a Sonic fan. So it's lost to time, sadly. Besides from the details I told you, they're pretty much storyless. I do not know what direction to take their story, but as I said, they're very dear to me. Throughout the years, I've been redesigning them, and right now, they look completely different from what they looked before when they were born. And I think their current designs still hold up a bit. Of course, they're not perfect in the Sonic canon look, but I think they should be fine for now. But yeah. And you know what could be fun? I just thought about this while recording. If there's any writers and creatives watching, which I'm sure there are, feel free to take a crack at a story for them, just for the funsies. You can stick to the lore, preferably, but you know, go wild. Just keep it decent and PG-13, please. You know, I'm very tempted to write a story for them in the future and make it like a series in the channel, if that sounds fun to you guys, because I'd be delighted to do that. So as always, just let me know. But now it's your turn. Leave a comment presenting your Sonic OC and their lore. I'll be reading you guys' comments. I want to meet all of your wonderful creations. And hey, if it tickles your fancy, check out Unveil and set up your characters. This is my profile if anyone wants to take a look and follow me and get sneak peeks of future OC related videos. Again, I linked it in the description. And while you write your character profiles, let me thank our lovely Patreons. Thank you so much to Trey Shells, Jimari Fox, BlueJ65, Judy, Heat Dragon, Kyo, and Servando Verdugo for all their support. And of course, thank you, lovely viewer, for watching. Keep drawing and stay rad. I have been Akari-san, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!